I was thinking about new ideas for shorts when the sentence from the title popped into my mind. I immediately felt a shiver run down my spine. Not because it was a dumb idea, but because I knew that it was 100% true. In the not-so-distant future, Genshin Impact will be considered a classic game by the community. I'd say the main criteria for a game to turn into a classic is that it either started a new genre or revolutionized an existing one. Things like Super Mario 64 with 3D platformers, Breath of the Wild with open-world games, Bioshock with first-person shooters, etc. And Genshin Impact also meets that criteria. Open-world gacha games weren't really a thing until it came along and took the world by storm. After its release, plenty of other companies released new games in the same genre to try to replicate its success, and in my opinion, none of them have reached that same peak. Now, it is one of the highest grossing mobile games of all time and has won plenty of awards. These two aren't as important to determine if a game is a classic or not, but they definitely help. Anyway, by this point, I assume you've realized that in a few years, Genshin will be on the same pedestal as games like Ocarina of Time and Half-Life. I know, truly harrowing to even think about. What does it say about the current state of the industry? That a gacha game will be placed on the same tier as some of the greatest games of all time. Personally, I don't really care. Just because a game is a classic doesn't mean it's amazing, and Genshin does enough things right for it to deserve a spot in there in my opinion. And I don't think the whole industry is headed towards gacha games, far from it in fact. I don't really have a point to make, I just thought it's funny to think that the way we look now at the games I mentioned before is the way people in the future would look at Genshin Impact. Well, it depends on what your definition of funny is anyways. But I'd like to hear from you guys. Do you agree with my take? Or do you think I'm out of my mind for even mentioning Genshin and Ocarina of Time in the same sentence? Let me know in the comments.